It don't mean nothing to me, the plight of man, you see. I'd rather have cold steel and grease on my hands. Those sad puppies do to you what a field of rust does to me, because I have mechanical sympathy. I'd spin out.
Hello everybody, and welcome to a somewhat unusual episode of Guesswork Garage. Today we're not going to be working on a car. Today we're going to take a small trip back into my personal history and talk about how I let nostalgia control me and what I buy for my work car. I don't know how this is going to work out, but we're going to figure it out as we go. This isn't my normal thing, but hey, everybody's got to branch out sometime, right? Anyway, in 1997, my great-grandfather made what I thought at the time was a really terrible decision and traded his 1996 Mercury Sable wagon in for something very similar to this. This is a 1992 Buick LeSabre, and I spent more on it than I think I've spent on almost any other car, with one exception. I let nostalgia control me just a tiny bit. So let me kind of walk you through why I would even bother, because there's people that will say that, why would you buy that? That's a grandma's car. Those people are what we like to call uneducated. It's fine. We're all ignorant of something at some point, but some of us recover. This 92 LeSabre was purchased out of Mountainville, West Virginia, and I didn't pay what I felt was that much for a car that was practically brand new. It's got 109,000 miles on it, and I should make a caveat to that. That was at the time of purchase. It now has 111,000 miles on it, because my job demands that I go everywhere except for home. It's okay. I like my job. So the question is, why a LeSabre? There are other cars that had the 3800. A lot of other cars. Some would argue better cars. To which I would argue, yeah, you might have a point. Because if you wanted the supercharged one, you could get the Buick Regal GS. Or you could get a Monte Carlo SS. Or you could get a Pontiac Grand Prix GTP. If I wanted something sporty, I could have gotten a Pontiac Grand Prix. I know, I had one. Reasonably sporty. But I wanted this because it reminds me of good times. It reminds me of some really great things that I got to do, and if it wasn't for a car just like this, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at now. See, my great-grandfather, when he bought a car like this, his was a 98, this is a 92, very similar in design. When he bought it, he only got to enjoy it for a couple years, but those couple years were driving down to Florida for vacation. They were, going out to like Wheeling. They went everywhere in that car. And when he died, my great-grandmother got it. Well, my great-grandmother lost her ability to drive in 1978. So why she still had a license in 2000 and whatever it was, I'm not really sure, but she eventually died. And when she died, my grandpa got it. By my grandpa getting it, my dad subsequently ended up with it on occasions, and that was when I figured out that this car has 3 totally different things that it can do for 3 very different driving styles. You had my great-grandfather, the might have been, probably was, but we can't confirm it, aging gangster of a man that he was, who had no fear of anybody. His license plate was literally his initials and his address, GB720. When he drove it, it was methodical and it was quick, but it was smooth. It was like being driven by a professional chauffeur that knows what the fuck they're doing. When my grandpa drove it, it was slow, but it was very deliberate. You were getting there safe, but it was going to be at the speed limit, and he wasn't in a fucking hurry. And then my dad got it, and I figured out this car can actually go pretty freaking quick, and it can corner pretty decent. When I got the chance to drive it, the first time I was a little underwhelmed because I didn't understand how cars work. I didn't understand that if you know how to throw weight and inertia, you can make a car like this go anywhere you want it to go. I didn't learn that until a little bit later, but when I did, I probably put over 100,000 miles on the one that they had. Enough nostalgia for a moment. Let's get into this thing. So this has a Series 1 3800 in it. And it is the limited run of them. It does not, to my knowledge, have the automatic rear leveling, which was really popular on these. I didn't see anything that would indicate that it does, and I've never heard the air compressor run if there is one. So I don't think it has it, which, okay, that's an option that I can live without, not a big deal. It does have the provision for a trailer hitch on the back. I have no idea what you're really going to haul with this thing, but all right. The 3800 will probably do it. And since it's a Series 1 3800, it has more power on the torque side than what it does in horsepower. It only makes 170 horsepower, but it's 170 Clydesdales instead of 170 Shetland ponies. When these went to the Series 2, they became less torquey, but had a lot more power to them. I'm kind of okay with this. I'm kind of okay with it. But I bought it for work. And after buying it, it occurred to me on the drive from Moundville back to my home that I didn't see very many of these on the road. And then over the next couple of weeks, I noticed that I really didn't see very many of these at all. They're not hard to upkeep. They'll run forever. But at the end of the day, it's like anything else. People are irresponsible. They're not going to take care of things. But luckily, this one was taken care of. It's only got 2 owners. And I am so happy that I have another one. Because I lost the other one through circumstances that were kind of questionable. And the short end of it was my grandmother died in 2014, and my grandfather, looking out every day and seeing that car that he didn't need, messed him up a little bit because he knew that he didn't need it anymore. That car was for my grandma to drive. Let's be real here. It was so that he didn't get his truck dusty because he had a really nice Z71 Silverado that is still in pretty good shape. My dad currently owns it. It's down in Alabama. But this car became kind of I have to get rid of it because it reminds me too much of things that I don't want to think about. And so I got rid of it. Even though I offered him money for it previously. I'd offered him more than he got out of it. But it didn't matter. The old man wanted what the old man wanted. And the car was gone. For a brief moment a few years ago, I almost had it back in my hands, but the new owner didn't have a title for it. And I wasn't going to own a car I couldn't drive. So I let it go. And I am pleased as fuck to have this thing. So, what do you say? Let's take it for a drive. So you're probably asking yourself, what are you going to do with this car? I told you at the beginning. It's my work car. And yeah, in my line of work, a car that doesn't stand out is definitely a requirement. And I probably should have gotten something 10, 15 years newer. Probably should have gotten something that, you know, maybe I should have gotten something new. But for what I paid for it, for as low miles as it has, and the good memories that are attached to this, even if it's for the sake of nostalgia, it's perfect for the job, and nobody looks twice. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this one. I know it's kind of an unusual episode. We usually are busy fixing things. More of that to come, but I figured it might be kind of nice to show this car off. Anyway, y'all have the day you deserve. I'm gonna go eat some sushi. Hey guys, just want to take a second to say I really appreciate you getting us to almost 300 subscribers. It's really awesome. I'm extremely happy with what I've been able to do here, and I'm glad I got to film this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. YouTube has been a little bit frustrating as of late. The algorithm doesn't seem to ever play in my favor, but that's okay. My grandpa used to tell me something, and I think about it every day. He used to tell me, run your own race. Don't worry about the guy ahead of you, don't worry about the guy behind you. Run your own race and see how fast you catch them. And going long distances, my grandpa would tell me, just take the Buick. It became kind of a grounding point in a way of like, my grandfather genuinely cares about me because he's letting me borrow this car. It's his dad's car. Like, if something happens to it, like, he's obviously going to be upset, which it never did. Although I did take it to a drag strip one time. And I forget what the time I ran was, but I did really good. I had a set of tires that were on the front, were supposed to tack up better. I did my run. Said enough is enough. I'm not going to do it anymore. Like, I feel kind of bad because I lied to him because I told him I wasn't going to do it. I took it home, took the tires that I had put on it off, put the regular tires back on it, got everything squared away, and I left my time slip in the window. He told me my reaction time was garbage, and he never talked about it again.